Hi, I bought a house only to realize the insane amount of decisions you have to make for it not to be empty. And once you have made the decision to go for Japandi warm minimalism, where do you place all of this stuff? I, like most people, associated decorating my house with the visual. I've spent hours scrolling on Pinterest, finding my aesthetic, which just translates to finding a certain color palettes that hopefully make me look more mature. But I'm going to stay in this place instead of allowing myself to think, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll move out soon anyway. I have to think long term. How do you fill a house to fit you? Christopher Alexander, in his book A Pattern Language, he talks about organizing your house using an intimacy gradient. The mudroom, very public. The living room, still open to friends and family, but not to strangers. The kitchen, seen less often, and next to that is our office, where we still see people, but they're not actually in our space. Then moving upstairs, the most private rooms, that's where our hobbies live and where we get ready for the day. Christopher helped me find a path. You step in, and each space gets a little more personal the farther you go in. So, besides helping me find a path, Christopher Alexander is also partially responsible for daily stand-ups. Yeah, apparently this book inspired agile mythology, which in return gave PTSD to the majority of developers. But that's the where. Now let's talk about the what, because shapes can change how a room feels. Curves, lots and lots of curves. Most of my furniture has smooth, beautiful, delicious curves, because it turns out our brains like curves. Spaces filled with curves are generally experienced as more pleasant. And come on, who doesn't want their living room to be experienced as more pleasant? But an overabundance of curves can lead to a lack of structure. So I added lines, loads of them. This wood paneling was a pain to install. It runs from floor to ceiling, but it was worth it. Or that's just what I tell myself in order to live with the fact that I spent so much time and money on one wall. Now let's talk about Japandi. A combination of Scandinavian and Japanese aesthetics. It is calm, casual, organic. You see it in the soft, natural colors, which, no, it's not just modern beige. I added some color, okay? I added green. I have green chairs at least. Moving up the stairs, I will just show you some clips of me decorating the place while I talk a bit more about the history of Japan. When Japan reopened in the mid-19th century, Nordic designers became fascinated with Japanese design. And when I say fascinated, I mean there is this whole book, Japomania in the Nordic countries, from 1875 till 1918, that shows just how much Japanese design had already seeped into Europe. The first notable record I could find of an entire house designed on Japanese principles is Villa Marea, designed in 1927 by Alvar Aalto in Finland. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Like, this is the stuff that actual interior designers get to do. But it took a few decades before the style actually filtered into everyday objects. Between the 1950s and the 2000s, Nordic and Japanese designs really started to blend together. We can actually trace this back through a private collection of chairs. Nuritsugo Oda had a private collection in his own home of 1,400 chairs. And some people think I am weird for trying to bring in a third cat. But it wasn't until 2016 that the term Japandi really went mainstream. And yeah, now my home looks like this. A quick reminder, my home, your home, will never be perfect. There will always be this one piece that doesn't fit your aesthetic, or just this one decoration that you have to add, so that when my friends and family come over, they see the whole vision, not just something that's imperfect. Hi, my name is Nora. Some of you might not know me yet, and feel free to skip ahead to the next chapter to see more home stuff. For the ones still here, hi. You're probably still familiar with our old apartment. Moving into this house was a big shift for us. And it's just the two of us now. During this move, both our cats, Kitty and Lady, passed away of old age. They were a huge part of my live streaming arc. They weren't really here to see us transition into this new life. But you are, watching me while I share what I've learned these past months. I hope you will stick around. I've got a lot more I want to show you. For example, don't buy a footrest the same height as your couch. Terrible decision. Don't forget that ceiling lights exist. I kind of did. Now I have these on my ceiling, haunting me. Lounge chairs are awesome, especially this Amanda chair from Sclum. I use it all the time while editing, and every guest comments on how comfortable it is. Now I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty quickly because I'll be going to Japan. See you there, guys. Yes, you can leave now. Thank you for your service.